This episode of the Talkcast Podshow is brought to you by Boxu. Boxu delicious premium Japanese snacks delivered straight to your door from the land of the rising sun. Use the code BENTO10 at checkout to get 10% off your subscription.
10%?
10 whole percentages off of your subscription of delicious Japanese snacks. Let's see what we got in this month's box. It's the Prefecture Passion Box.
Prefecture Passion?
Prefecture Passion. You gotta be passionate about your prefecture. Kisarazu blueberry gummies.
Oh, blueberry gummies? Okay. Those are remarkably pleasant. I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's got a very delicate sweetness. The textures and that gummy texture with the kind of...
That Japanese gummy texture, you know the one.
Next up, we got oh, you're gonna like this, a yuzu souffle.
Yuzu souffle.
Yuzu souffle. Yeah, that's a souffle, all right. Looks airy. I've tried it before. I love citrusy flavors. Yuzu is a very strong one. It's like a really nice, lemony cupcake or muffin. Muffin is what I would compare this texture to very much.
Yeah, it's very muffiny.
It's very good. By the way, this tea that we're drinking, Uji Sencha.
Impeccably pleasant.
Shinsu no Koibito.
What in the world is this?
I have no clue. It looks like a little apple tart.
Little apple tart.
This crunchy snack hails from Nagano Prefecture. It used to be called Shinsu. Famous for apples, and yes, it looks like a tiny little apple tart. Holy shit. Holy crap. Holy crap. It's like apple brittle.
I like it. I love it.
And they give you a bunch of them in this one. I think there's 4 in here.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's so cool.
I can take a little sip of whiskey after that. Dried persimmon mochi. I don't think I've ever had a persimmon before.
That's pleasant. It's nice.
It's very peachy.
Yeah. No complaints.
Yeah.
It's good.
Very good. It's mochi. Black sesame. Soft candy. Oh, it's like a taffy. Very smoky. Sesame-y.
Got a little bit of a peanut flavor because of the sesame, huh? Yeah, I like that a lot.
Muskmelon brioche. Open that muskmelon. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh man, oh wow, that melon flavor is overpowering everything in my body.
It's got that cream on the inside there.
Yeah, the cream is doing it. The cream is strong. That's a strong melon flavor.
Next up, an oldie but a goodie, some Funawari Meijin Mochi Puffs. I love these mochi puffs because they just they're that kind of thing where you can just kind of put it in your mouth and it'll just dissolve.
Yeah, just that sesame flavor dissolves all over your tongue. Great texture, great flavor. The mochi puffs are always a treat.
Next up, we got Matcha Azuki Crunch. Oh yeah. Benimo Purple Yam Pie.
Purple yam pie.
Purple yam.
I got more. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I'm gonna die.
Really? I couldn't tell. But everyone in the comments will. Anyone who's seen any of these knows that I love purple yam and the mixture of the pie crust around it.
Which is really delicate and flaky too. It's moist, so it's not cracker dry.
I want to order a pack of those, but I'm just going to ruin my diet if I do that.
Well, luckily you can through Boxu services.
Thank you, Boxu, for ruining our diets.
I'm sure this is supposed to be pronounced Mike, but I'm gonna say it's Mike Popcorn.
Actually, that might just be Mike Popcorn.
Okay, it's Mike Popcorn,
in fact,
yuzu
yes.
pepper.
In fact, yes, Mike.
Not Mike's, so it doesn't belong to Mike. It is just Mike, made of popcorn, but it's yuzu pepper flavored.
Yuzu pepper flavored, okay, that's not a flavor combination that
Popcorn is a great vessel for flavor.
Much like potato chips, yeah.
Not what I expected. That pepper, it has a bit of a bite to it. You start with this very confusing hit of oh wow, I was not expecting citrus when biting into popcorn. And then afterwards, as you kind of chew and it lingers, you get that peppery taste to your mouth, yeah. Karito Crunchy Jaga Curry.
They're little Frenchy fries.
Fries.
Oh yeah, oh my God.
Fuck yes, I love this immediately.
That is so packed of, oh yeah.
I have nothing against Mike's Popcorn here, but if you swapped the sizes of these bags, I'd be delighted.
So if you're a fan of Japanese curry, that is packed full of so much curry flavor, it's insane.
And that will do it for this month's delicious Boxu. Once again, Bento10 at checkout if you want 10% off your own delicious Boxu subscription. But you can also order these things a la carte. I know this sucker does. So hell yeah.
And hey, if you want to go to where the snacks are rather than the snacks come to you, Boxu is selecting 5 lucky people to win a set of tickets to Japan. All you have to do is sign up by December 31st to be automatically entered. Check the link in the description for terms and conditions and other methods of entry. And thank you again to Boxu for sponsoring this video. Now on to the Talkcast Podshow.
Hello and welcome to the Talkcast Podshow, the #1 show on the internet and swimmer in the sea of all things Disney. And we got an Olympic-sized pool of it here today. An Olympic-sized pool of a sea of Disney. And as it were, we are joined this week by...
The men of the sea.
The men of the sea, yes. The skipper of this ship, the Donald Duck Kaiser.
Oh, okay, you know what? I can rock the bottomless look.
Yeah, just Donald Ducking it. You can't tell because you got the camera from this point up. Unseen currently, the goofiest of dogs, Stephan.
Yuck.
A yuck indeed.
It's a me. Stephan, that's my name.
And the Mickiest of mouses, myself, your host, Lani Pator. We are here to talk about the deluge of Disney content that has been slipping out here for the past couple of, I guess over the past week, right? There was like a massive...
It's a lot.
It's been a lot. I see on this little thread you have pulled up here, November 12th is when all this stuff was dumped. And I was oblivious to pretty much all of it. So you'll be getting my live reaction.
A lot of
here.
New experiences.
A lot of new, but well, you say a lot of new, but we're talking about Disney. So yeah. Before we get to that though, want to get through a little bit of a cleanup here in the rundown. A previous topic of the Talkcast, which we were supposed to have like last week, was going to be on the Eternals.
Unfortunately, we had some leakage in the office, so that wasn't going to happen.
Due to our roof kind of falling in around us, we decided, you know what, we'll just hold off on that. And now more time has passed, and I feel like nobody's talking about the Eternals anymore. And I think that's for a very specific reason, in that it was okay.
It was... I will say this. There were parts of that film that I was 100% about. There were scenes and moments where I was absolutely in it. But unfortunately, it is so long, and so much of it doesn't matter, and characters are just so fickle, and alliances change, and things just keep going up and down, and also there are 2 villains, and one does not need to be there.
Technically 3 villains.
Technically 3, yeah.
But my biggest issue with it wasn't the fact that it was long. It's just, I felt like it was paced all right. It was just muddled. Incredibly muddled. Like they couldn't tell what they wanted to do with it, which is why I remember hearing rumors about the Eternals a while ago that it was supposed to be, essentially a mini series of some sorts. And watching this, I could tell that would have been the optimal way to do it.
Oh my
God! You have Disney Plus, and because what they're trying to do is they're trying to tell this
character.
Yeah, well, not even an episode per character, because you can have like this intermingling plot. You could have told this story over maybe 10 episodes or something.
Yeah, but you could have like done it Lost style, where like
exactly.
You have flashbacks for each person that was the episode's focusing on as they got them together.
Yeah, because you have all of these characters that have lived thousands and thousands of years on the planet Earth, protecting them from deviants, I guess, which are also kind of in the climax of Shang-Chi. So you had that whole thing, but the problem is you don't really get a huge chance to get to know a lot of these characters, and our main character is insanely underdeveloped.
Yeah. It sounds like, from what I've seen as someone who's not seen the movie but seen people talk about the movie, is like people kind of liked a lot of the characters, but like they just don't feel like they got enough time with any of them.
Yeah.
And like it seems like most people who watch the movie don't even blame Chloe Zhao at all.
The worst, I'd say the worst part is, like, the main character is the one we get to spend the most time with. I couldn't tell you a thing about her other than she likes humans. She likes humans, and she's a teacher. And
she's fucking Jon Snow.
Yeah, and she's fucking Jon Snow, which, good on her. Way to go.
And Robb Stark, so...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's also true.
Get on it.
But yeah, no, it's not... Genuinely, the film isn't bad. I think anybody who thinks that this, like... I don't know. I came out of it...
I can't blame people for not liking it.
Yeah.
But but that's just due to the fact that it was incredibly muddled, not because it's a bad movie. One of the most painful parts to me that kind of hammered in that this really should have been a miniseries is one of the characters that tragically gets the least amount of screen time, but has some of the most compelling stuff about him. I think it was like Festus.
Greek god
like
Hephaestus.
Yeah.
He's essentially like, a technician, somebody that's meant to help give humanity technology, build it up over time, things to help them develop and grow. But then he has this really tragic moments where he's standing in dead center of where Hiroshima happened, the atom bomb was dropped. He's like, they don't deserve our love. And you get to see this like shattered man. It's this beautiful scene.
And they zoom past it. Yeah.
And you go and we see him in modern day, and he has a family. He has a husband.
He has a modern family. Yes.
Yeah, he has a modern family. He has a husband, and they have either an adopted child or a child from the other guy's previous marriage. Who really knows? Nobody really asks. But there's a huge story there that's like, okay, so this guy went through this huge arc where he thought, humanity doesn't deserve our love, to actually being one of the only characters to have a actual family unit among humanity. I'm just like, what happened there?
Yeah.
So you're left with all of these questions, and
it seems like people love the performance from that actor again. From hearsay.
I think all of the acting in it was pretty damn spot on. I liked everything that it had going. It's just all the pieces, when you put them all together, just didn't work in the format that they were using it for.
Yeah, it seemed like it was overstuffed.
Yeah.
Overstuffed with characters underdeveloped and a side plot that did not need to happen. I'm sorry. Again, I don't want to spoil anything, but again, there is a technically third villain in the movie, and they don't have anything to do except for just be an antagonist. And
I can spoil it a little, because the third villain is essentially Cell.
Kind of, yeah.
He's going around and just like absorbing things and getting stronger because of it. And I swear, I'm like, this is probably the closest we'll get to like a movie adaptation of Cell.
I do want to say this. Some of the action in the movie is some of the best in the MCU I've seen so far. Like, there's not a lot of it, but the little we got, I was really thoroughly enthralled by. Like, there is because say what you will about Man of Steel, I have plenty too, but the fights in there, some of them looked really cool, even if they weren't tonally appropriate. Here, we get a Man of Steel fight that works perfectly. It's like really good. Also,
I heard it had a speedster scene that like is fighting for a top spot among the speedster scenes that we've seen.
I don't know about that, but the speedster in the movie is pretty cool.
I do like her. Also, Camille Nanjiani does a spirit gun.
Yeah. He like his power is like finger guns and
Kamehamehas. He does them.
Yeah.
Like the director said, she's a huge anime fan, and fuck me, you can tell.
This movie was very anime. It's
honestly, with our generation starting to direct movies, we're gonna get so many more anime fan directors who are gonna be putting that in their movies.
I am 99%.
You definitely saw that in Shang-Chi, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely. I am almost. I mean, God, they even call that a Kamehameha in Shang-Chi. And also there's a. I am 100% sure that the ending of the film is an End of Evangelion reference. I would be fucking shocked if somebody who worked on this film wasn't like, and we're going to take that scene with Rey and End of Evangelion, and we're going to make that happen here.
Yeah, it's overall, it's fine. And honestly, it is pretty enough that I think watching it on a big screen is probably a plus for it if you can get like a matinee, especially at an IMAX, because like
a Disney Plus.
I mean, specifically not in this case.
Yes, no, you're right.
These Celestials, like these, cosmic scale things that, Galactus is a member of that kind of family. So I'm guessing we are getting that tie-in. But... Well, isn't Galactus a Celestial?
He's similar but different. But I'm not going to get into the specifics of that.
I find it
but he's still very Jack Kirby in his design, because Jack Kirby designed them all.
Right. But either way, like you get to see like the actual scale. Like one of them just kind of pops up over Earth and is just looking down. And it's like, oh shit, yeah, that's pretty big. So you get a good sense of scale for what's going on and just how out of how out of depth humanity actually is in terms of the true cosmic scale of this universe that they're trying to present. So I think there's a future here. It's one of those things where I feel like as time goes on, there'll be more appreciation for it once they have more time to build onto the lore of this stuff.
Oh, just you watch. The Eternals was good, actually. People are going to come out of the woodwork sooner or later. You'll see it.
After
a lot of people like it.
After fucking Endgame and Infinity War came out, that's when all of the Age of Ultron apologists started popping up. Because when it first came out, I was among the many who thought that movie was incredibly underwhelming. But then all the way through to Endgame, they added enough to the overall lore that you can end up appreciating Age of Ultron because of it.
Yeah, I think that's actually really interesting in a series of movies like this, where later movies can actually make earlier movies seem way more significant, because that's where you get to see where seeds were planted that came to fruition, not only with like actual plot points, but with character development. Because a lot of what happens with Tony Stark later is actually from like the first and second movie, like the first and two Avengers films.
Yep.
And every once in a while, like the Russos are like, hey, what if we contextualize things so that Thor: The Dark World actually like has some significance and actually seems sad when his mom dies.
I ended up going back and rewatching Thor: The Dark World, and it's still.
Okay, I've met some people who said that Thor: The Dark World was better than Eternals, and I am not. I will die on that hill.
There are people who fight for Thor: The Dark World, which, I mean, if you like what you like, with Eternals, if you like the stuff that works more than you don't like the stuff that doesn't work, then to you it's a good movie, and I think that's fair.
Yeah, I thought Eternals was. I remember a lot from Eternals, even with how muddy and overly long it is. I remember a lot from that film because there are individual moments that I really liked. With Thor: The Dark World, I remember the scene where they're warping everywhere, which was really funny, and that's kind of it.
Are we doing like totally no spoilers, or can we have like a small spoiler section for Eternals?
I would say if it's like early on, sure.
Oh no, I want to talk about the end credit stuff.
You mean the fact that they introduce a character that they've been hinting at for a very long while online?
And a character they haven't been hinting at all.
Yeah, I cannot believe
voiceover.
Wait. No, they've been. Oh wait, hold on. You mean like in the movies, because they've been talking about that particular.
Oh no, they've been talking about.
Yeah, okay. Because I had never even heard anything about the character we actually see on screen. I was like,
really?
Who the no,
you've been getting rumors forever about like, oh, what if it's Keanu Reeves was the biggest one that came up.
Well, no, Keanu Reeves was for Moon Knight. That's not Moon Knight.
Keanu Reeves is brought up for like every other thing.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
It isn't.
No, it's not.
Really?
It's not
the
Moon Knight.
voiceover character is.
I'm not talking about the voiceover character.
Listen, neither of those characters are Moon Knight.
Yeah, there's no Moon Knight in the movie. I know that for certain.
Yeah,
really?
No.
Okay, then I have no idea who the fuck he's supposed to be.
Actually, you know what? We can say this because we're not going to say who the character is. Like the actual character on screen. That character's Black Knight. There.
Oh, you're talking about Kit Harington's character?
Okay, well, cool. Just say it for the entire
sorry.
audience.
I have no idea who that is.
His name is just the same name as the character. And if you don't know who the character is, then you don't know anyway. And if you do know, then you already know that he's playing that character. So
that's true. That's true. It really only matters if you know the character anyway. So whatever. It's barely even a spoiler. Yeah, that's
nothing.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean anything right now.
It really doesn't.
It's not a spoiler for the movie. Nothing happens. So like.
Anyway, but yeah. So Eternals, overly long, too muddled. Could have had a lot of cuts, but I still think pretty fun. Good watch. It's actually like a 6.5 or 7 out of 10 for me, and I mean like actual 6.5, 7, not like anything
so
under a 7.
Above average.
Yeah, slightly above average.
Yeah, I disagree with your idea that it's overly long. I didn't feel like it was too long. I just felt like, honestly, with the story it was trying to tell, to me, it was too short.
Well, okay.
Which is what muddled it. It was, yeah.
It's in this in-between spot of if they had cut things, it might have been all right. but with how much they wanted to put in there, it needed more time.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I agree with you. If it had been a series, if we had gotten a series like on Disney Plus with this that looked this good, fuck man, we probably would have gotten one of the best Disney Plus series. But instead, we got a all right movie.
Yeah, it was okay. So that was a long way to go to say it was okay.
Yeah. I'm glad we got to talk about it though. I actually had been wanting to talk about it. I'm glad we got the chance.
We made it.
And though, speaking of Moon Knight, you might get a little bit of Moon Knight news today.
Oh, really?
Oh.
In this giant thread of Disney Plus things.
Oh, did we want to cover anything else before we moved on to our main topic?
There are some things that I just generally love to shout out real quick for everybody in the audience. I'm sure if you're watching the Talkcast Podshow, odds are you might have heard that we do a little series called Hiffle. Episode 3 of that is out. Definitely check it out. And as a small tangential segue, the ad at the end was basically conceptualized and produced by Stephan here. Who also has taken it upon himself to, he's essentially helming the live action division of what we've been going on with here, including 2 horror comedy / horror shorts that we did back in October, Mr. Business, where you can see me in my new hair, and Scary Couch, where you
features
see,
a frightening couch.
Yeah, a very scary couch, and Kieran.
Yeah.
Both very fun if you haven't given those a chance yet. Everybody that's watched them has seemed to like them, and I'd love to hear your guys' opinions as well. Stephan, do you have anything you want to add on that front?
You know, I'm hoping to like do some sort of like breakdown at some point when I have the time of like what we did to make those shorts happen. Some people have been asking questions and have been interested in the process. I'd like to maybe share those potentially as videos on the Bento channel or something. I don't know where it would go.
Bento seems like a good place for behind the scenes stuff. Some behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do there, but we had fun making them. We'd like to make more. People have been actively saying they'd like to see more horror content from us based on those 2 videos, which is nice to see.
Yeah, and for those that are here live, we can do a little Q&A, a little chat after the wrap of the conversation topic itself.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But as is, we have a lot to talk about.
As it is, we do have a lot to talk about. So, Stephan, would you like to lead us off and
Sure thing. We just decided like we were honestly we were struggling to find a topic for this episode, and we were like, hey, Disney Plus Day has many things to talk about and many things to briefly talk about, probably, and go okay and move on. We'll probably do that quite a bit.
Probably.
But we'll also probably go on tangents for longer than necessary about about some of these things because we're dorks who are opinionated on pop culture. So we're just gonna like go through this giant thread of Disney Plus content and just see how we feel, and maybe get some audience if you guys want to pipe in and we want to comment on anything anyone else is saying in the chat. We can do that too. But
yeah, sure, I'll open up the chat again.
Yeah, I haven't pulled up the chat for myself.
I've been looking at you guys the entire time.
All 147 of you.
But according to Disney Plus, who better to kick off Disney Plus Day than Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt? They didn't even promote
the Jungle Cruise.
Jungle Cruise, which I saw Jungle Cruise, and like clearly it's a movie where like they didn't say it, but it's set in the same universe as Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, really?
100%.
Really?
It's just a version of Pirates of the Caribbean.
Is it also in the same universe as Eddie Murphy's Haunted Mansion? Do we have a Disney Ride-averse?
I think they're ignoring that one.
Okay.
It's probably in the universe of the canceled Guillermo del Toro.
By the way, it's actually
we got a Muppets Haunted Mansion like back in October.
I still need to watch that.
It's actually the Attractiverse, by the way.
The
Attractiverse, yeah. But yeah, like I don't know, the movie's not like awful. But like it's one of those things, just like Disney stuff in particular, like multiple Marvel movies, like they keep making like over 2-hour long movies. And I'm just like, please make your movies shorter. Like Jungle Cruise needed to be shorter. It was a very bloated movie. It was also trying to like do the whole like 1920s, the world and discover new things, but also try to like divorce it as much as they could from like the negative aspects of colonialism, which is really hard to do.
Little difficult, yeah.
And like maybe just don't build your movies around colonialism if you like. You can do adventure treasure hunting movies without colonialism.
But Stephan, almost all of Frontierland is based on colonialism.
That is true. So like, yeah, they're trying to like deal with that, but also like build this whole movie. And then they're also trying to do Pirates of the Caribbean stuff where it's like, you got to have cool monsters at some point. And it's like, yeah, those monsters are cool. They don't really do anything though. And meanwhile, it also has villainous, like not like Germans, not Nazis, because it's World War II hasn't happened yet, but Germans. And so it's
evil Germans.
And it has Disney's 10th canonically gay character
in America.
Yeah, but they're in the 1920s and gay, so it's new.
That's regressively progressive.
Yeah,
Progressive.
Progressive. Yeah.
There you go.
And they try to sell this romance between Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt, but if I'm honest, I felt more chemistry between Dwayne Johnson and the gay character, even though I know that would never happen.
Disney keeps doing that accidentally.
Yeah, like Scott, if you like, Jungle Cruise is now on Disney Plus. If anyone wants to check it out without paying money, Scott, if you watch it, you will also be like, yes, the sexual tension is not between the straights.
The straights.
The straights. Anyway,
as they travel down a straight.
I got it.
Straight.
I got it. That's funny.
But like, I don't know. It's one of those things like you can tell the director is talented. It's a horror director. I think he worked on a Conjuring or two or something like that. And it's like, there's some interesting choices in the movie. And you're like, okay, that's a pretty good. I don't know. I just started talking about Jungle Cruise for a long time. Sorry. They didn't even promote it here.
Well, then
they're just there to remind you that they exist.
Let's go on to the first thing that they actually do promote.
See, I told you.
Yeah,
this could go on really long.
I kind of forgot about their acquisition of Fox for a second, and also forgot that Ice Age existed.
Yeah, I'm going to turn on without the audio, and we just look at what it looks like. Because like they're making more Ice Age, and it looks like this. Which I mean, the artists involved are doing everything they can with what they have, but it's a TV show budget, so it looks like the first Ice Age movie, but made now.
I really have no particular interest in this, literally at all. I didn't even watch any of the other Ice Age movies after I think 2.
I only watched the first one. I never saw anything more. So like these characters are probably in. Oh
yeah, no, it does not.
Sorry, the renders are kind of bad.
I watched the first 3 Ice Ages. I only saw the third one because I worked in a movie theater when it came out, but it was probably the best of them from my memory.
Hey, everybody in the audience, what's the best Ice Age movie?
And why is it 3?
God.
Ice Age is fine. It's probably not something I'll watch, but
yeah, no, I have no particular interest in this. Do they get what's his name for the saber-toothed tiger back?
Dennis Leary,
yeah. That's the only thing.
They definitely don't have fucking what's his name?
Ray Romano,
John Leguizamo back as Sid. I heard the Sid voice, like, and that's not John Leguizamo.
I don't think that's supposed to be Sid.
What?
Yeah.
no. Did they?
There?
That's Sid. That's definitely supposed to be. Yeah, that's definitely Sid.
I make bad choices.
Oh wow,
that's not John Leguizamo.
I don't think that is. What in the?
Because John Leguizamo has more. He's got a bit of a grit to his voice, and then he raked it up.
He's also gotten a bit older, so
yeah,
I don't know.
But it sounded like someone else doing it.
I'm gonna fix your car, John.
I mean, I'm not surprised they're doing an Ice Age series though, because it kind of feels like if they were just going to keep making movies, a show made more sense.
Yeah, and it's not even about like the main cast. It's someone named Buck Wild, who I assume was in one of the sequels.
He was introduced in Ice Age 3.
Yes,
sir. He lived under the ice in a world where dinosaurs still existed.
I guess he's popular.
There's basically.
I guess he's the one played by Simon Pegg.
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
okay.
It's just Hollow Earth theory.
Yeah.
but with icebergs.
Yep.
We got a Baymax thing?
Yeah, moving on. They have a Baymax thing. We can actually watch a bit of this trailer.
Yeah, I haven't thought about Big Hero 6 since I saw it.
Yeah, like
Baymax, your
this is
personal
boring. Here we go.
Hello, I am Baymax, your personal health.
What's that?
Did they change his voice?
I am Baymax, your personal healthcare companion.
Yeah, it sounds
I
essentially the
suggest
same to me.
daily Exercise. I will find the nearest recreational facility using my state-of-the-art.
But it might be the
GPS
TV
local
actor.
target.
But I think they got their normal
How about
actors for
that?
the
24
animated show.
minutes devoted to the application of
This show looks
Thank you,
fairly well
Baymax.
animated.
Yes.
Especially for a show.
Yeah, this looks way better than Ice Age, that's for sure.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Do not worry, I will manage the cafe.
I hate that I like this joke.
It's cute.
It is, because I've the fucking caps on coffee are exactly like that.
So it's a Baymax slice of life show.
Yeah.
I won't lie. I really like the little battery thing becoming the background for the logo. So I will say this: I did not watch Big Hero 6 for Baymax. I thought he was cute. I thought he was fun. I was kind of into it for the whole like superhero Sentai group up thing that they were doing. So the idea of doing a show without them does kind of lose me just a little bit.
Yeah, it's very mascot, the show.
Yeah, and they like to do that a lot, which I kind of hate when they do that.
Yeah, I unfortunately Baymax is incapable of being a compelling character. Because especially clear in the movie, he's just a robot. He can't love, like he has no real emotions. He's just a helpful robot that seems friendly.
He doesn't have a soul.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's not Johnny Five. He's just a robot.
Yeah.
He may as well make a show about a Roomba.
I do think there's room for like personality for him to grow there. I think they have implied that, but I don't know. It genuinely, it's probably going to be cute and fun. I'm definitely not going to watch it though. I say that, but watch me like get bored one day and I need some background noise and I put it on.
And then you're somehow in love with it.
That happens all of the time.
And then you're like, I'd fuck Baymax.
Okay, no.
Baymax would fuck
He's
him.
essentially a sex doll.
Okay, you know what? Just Gilgamesh from fucking Eternals. Mwah. 100%. There.
Another underserved character.
Another underserved, but also ridiculously hot.
And Scott wants him under him. All right, moving on to they're there because they are in a Cheaper by the Dozen remake.
What?
Yeah, you remember that movie with Steve Martin? You might not.
Why?
I don't know.
I remember, like, I never saw it, but
It had Superman in it as
I guess
the oldest son. Like,
Why are they doing a Cheaper by the Dozen remake?
because it's a name they have that they can make a movie out of.
well, no, I know why. The rights must be running out on that name, so they must have made it because they want to keep the rights to Cheaper by the Dozen as a franchise.
And potentially someone was just like, hey, Disney, I'm pitching you a movie. And it's a Cheaper by the Dozen remake, and I'll just make a movie for you.
Whatever.
And then Disney's like, sure, we're not doing anything with it.
We'll always have the original movie, and nobody's going to see this and think, oh, this is the version I want to watch, so whatever.
And I was going to watch the
who
original
knows?
movie and think this is the version I'm going to watch. So,
Who knows? I honestly, benefit of the doubt, could be good. I have little interest in it.
I have zero interest.
yeah, it's not something I'm terribly interested in. So they're going back to Andalasia for Disenchanted.
This is like the first thing that's been said that I'm actually super intrigued by because I loved Enchanted.
Enchanted was a fun movie, and I could see, especially with the title, it's like, oh, well, maybe like she's now like years, a decade into this relationship with Patrick Dempsey, with McDreamy here, and being like,
oh my God, if this is
oh my gosh, well, like this maybe isn't as great as I thought it would be.
If this is a series all about a Disney princess getting divorced, I will absolutely watch that.
I mean, the entire first one was all about a Disney princess becoming, self-aware of exactly like how stupid a lot of those tropes are.
Yeah. And they didn't say series, so I think this is just
play with that
movie.
idea.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think this is just going to be a sequel film. So,
yeah.
Is it a film?
It doesn't say series, so I'm going to assume it's a film.
Yeah. Okay.
It is, however, direct to Disney Plus.
Yes.
If that is,
but it has both of them. So like, it's not like they're not spending money on it.
Disney no longer has direct to DVD / direct to VHS / direct to Blu-ray movies. Now they have direct to Disney Plus.
Well, no, that's the common day equivalent. Direct to Netflix, direct to streaming.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing though. Like, except now, like direct to streaming movies like are often really good. So
they can be. It's a real crapshoot.
I
just watched Netflix's The Harder They Fall, which is direct to Netflix.
Oh, I loved that.
Great movie. I really liked it.
I haven't heard about that.
I didn't know how much. I didn't know how much I wanted a hip hop western until I got it.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
It's
what?
Really good.
Yeah,
it's a western, and it takes the western stuff seriously, but it's also like kind of a musical in some ways, and that's kind of rad.
Oh, okay.
It's
And
also it has a great cast.
I'm gonna watch
and it's fun.
Fuck out of this. This looks
it's got a great story to it too.
Yeah, it's dramatic. And it sets itself up for a sequel, and I'd be up for watching it.
Okay, I'm going to watch that, and I'm excited because like that whole premise sounds fucking cool.
And like it's basically a black western for black people, and it's like
a significantly less edgy Django Unchained.
Yeah.
I think I
actually made by black people.
I heard about this, and I just remember that like somebody was like, hey, it's nice to have a black western that doesn't feel like it has to say the N-word every 5 seconds, and I'm like, well, okay.
They almost make a statement on it early in the movie, I think, but because the word is never uttered.
Yep.
I'll have to give it a watch because honestly, that's just a premise that I really like.
And it like I hope that they make a sequel that they take the comedic elements a little further, because like parts of the movie can get kind of broad with the comedy and silly, and I really like those moments.
Mm-hmm.
But it also takes itself seriously, and I like that too.
It's always really nice.
Go watch for this Disney Plus thing. Go watch The Harder They Fall on Netflix.
Yeah,
it actually does. It's actually really neat to me and nice to me that sometimes when the comedy hits in these really serious movies or shows, it works because so often the comedy can feel forced in and completely just. I'm just glad to hear that it works here.
Mm-hmm. And then next is Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Moving on.
Quick question
Hard
about this.
skip.
Quick question. Is this the first time we have an animated Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie? I feel like we've had some live action
It's all been live action.
They were all live action.
Okay.
But I've never seen any of them. I've never read any of them, and I don't give a shit.
Yeah, either way is a skip.
I mean, hold on. I was just going to say, it kind of reminds me of that DreamWorks Captain Underpants movie.
A little bit.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And like simplistic stuff with like shockingly realistic skin textures.
Well, I hope it's good. I hope it's good.
I like skin.
It might be. Yeah.
I like skin.
I like flesh.
This is generally an interesting film that's being made by
Peter
Jackson. Yeah, he's been making a documentary
about
I heard
about
about
the
this.
Beatles.
Yeah.
Huh.
Like he already made They Will Not Grow Old, the colorized documentary about World War II. People
World War I, right?
Footage.
I thought it was World War One.
It might have been World War One. Yeah, you know what? It makes sense if it's World War One, because that was the what Tolkien fought in, and he probably learned a lot about it from that.
It was about World War One. I saw all the trailers for it, and honestly, being able to see footage from World War One in color was holy crap.
It's like the effect of just like it makes it more real to us.
It's a very underrepresented conflict too. I mean, we had what, like 18 or 1912 like a couple of years back, but
it was apparently an extremely horrific war to fight in.
Yeah, apparently. Yes.
Particularly because a lot of the things that were making it so horrific were very new and scary.
But yeah, let's talk about the Beatles.
Yeah, and this is a similar concept in like colorizing and like remastering really old footage. I guess let's watch the clip.
Well, two people should have bass and guitar. Maybe we should learn a few songs first.
They actually talk like that. It's so funny.
Oh, no.
Oh my god.
So yeah, like it's like remastering old and like finding this old footage and like turning it into something visceral, I guess. It's really cool. Maybe a word.
Yeah, I'm actually very interested because I would love to see this.
Yeah. So apparently they Will Not Grow Old was great. So this may also be great.
Another few things to add to my list.
Yep, and that'll hit streaming November 25th. So not far from now.
So the next one. Why Andy Samberg and John Mulaney for the Rescue Rangers? I honestly don't get it.
I can see it.
Because anyone can play those characters, so they picked some people that can just do voices that can be made high pitched, and it doesn't matter that much.
Yeah, like I said, I can see it. You say those two, and I'm like, yeah, I can see Chip and Dale. Why the hell not?
I just wish, like, I don't know.
It just doesn't matter. Like that's really it. It doesn't matter. So get some famous comedians.
It's gonna be all CG, right? Or no, it's gonna be combination CG live action, right?
Is this a series? Oh, it's an original movie.
Yeah, no, it's a movie.
A reboot, scratch out, comeback, 30 years in the making. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers original movie, streaming spring 2022.
Finally,
so
finally another squeakquel.
Yeah. But yeah, that's we don't really know what it is.
That's about
We'll see. Better Nate than ever. Better Nate than ever.
Who the hell is Nate?
I don't know.
All right,
moving on.
Okay, now this I give a shit about.
I mean, they look great.
I'm 100% about Hocus Pocus 2. I hope it's good. I really, really, if this is good, my heart will explode because I hope
it continues to bag on children for being virgins.
Hocus Pocus
and make fun of them.
How dare they
for not having sex in a children's film?
The original is such a weird but funny movie, and I absolutely want this to be good.
Was Hocus Pocus like Disney's answer to Monster Squad, or was Monster Squad trying to ape on Hocus Pocus?
I didn't either. I didn't even see the comment. I honestly never even made that connection.
They both have very similar themes throughout.
I mean, unlike Wolfman, I do not believe these people have nards.
Probably not.
But who knows?
I can't say for certain, nor do I really care.
Yeah, it's not really our business whether or not nards are there.
I'm excited. If it's good. If it's bad, then I'll be sad. But
they look great. Like,
yeah, no, they're killing it. Yeah. And this is just
weird.
we're
getting a new Pinocchio,
a live action retelling of Pinocchio
starring Tom Hanks,
Luke Evans. I assume Tom Hanks is going to be Geppetto. Cynthia Erivo, I don't know who that is, but I assume they're the fairy. Luke Evans will be like the main villain, the Italian guy who I always forget the name of.
And is Joseph Gordon-Levitt going to be like
Stromboli?
Jiminy Cricket? Wait, could Tom Hanks? Geppetto makes the most sense, but he also has like that very fatherly sort. Like he could probably also voice Jiminy Cricket.
That's true. Actually, he might be a better Jiminy Cricket. Luke Evans might be Geppetto. I don't know. Who's Geppetto? Who's Benjamin Evan? These are the voices, so these are CG characters. Okay, so Tom Hanks is Geppetto.
Okay.
Benjamin is probably Jiminy Cricket. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Keegan Michael Key are probably the fox and the little cat guy. And Lorraine Bracco is somebody. I don't know.
I don't remember nearly enough of Pinocchio to say like what characters are what.
But directed by Robert Zemeckis.
Lorraine Bracco is probably the blue fairy.
That wouldn't be Cynthia.
Oh, wait, never mind. Oh, maybe Lorraine Bracco is. Lorraine Bracco is a woman.
I'm trying to imagine any other CG character that would be in the story.
Pinocchio, maybe, if they wanted to get a woman to like. But usually, like Disney gets like just gets children. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But it's directed by Robert Zemeckis, who at least has a lot of experience with motion capture stuff. So he can direct both the live action and motion capture competently. Pinocchio is one of those things where I see more value in a live action retelling of this than a lot of other things.
That's fair. It has.
Oh
been
wait,
hot.
okay,
It goes a completely different direction.
Yep, it's Tom Hanks as Geppetto, Cynthia Erivo as the Blue Fairy, Luke Evans as the Coachman, Joseph Gordon-Levitt as Jiminy Cricket. Lorraine Bracco is Sophia the Seagull.
New character. Okay, so they are going to do new things.
And Benjamin Evan Ainsworth is Pinocchio.
Okay, so that's the child actor.
Yeah.
So he's a boy.
Yeah. So
boy.
So I don't know. We'll have to see about Jiminy then. It's an AI recreating the original Jiminy's voice. But moving on.
Well, as I said, Joseph Gordon-Levitt is Jiminy.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So how can Chris Hemsworth is going to do stuff?
Okay.
National Geographic.
Limitless with Chris Oh my God! So they're just putting him in. Okay, well, all right, okay, sure, yeah, okay.
Chris
sure,
Evans,
yeah,
Chris Evans, would you like to go to some cool places and climb on some cool shit? Yeah, why not?
Hemsworth.
Hemsworth, yeah.
Speaking of famous people just going to cool places and getting filmed doing it.
Can we just watch it? Hold on. Oh, can we just watch a couple seconds of that, maybe?
He wants
sure.
to watch Hemsworth flex.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Dangling off a rope 1,000 feet off the ground.
Do love to watch Chris Hemsworth dangle.
Gravity. Turns out this has something to do with it.
I mean, he has a safety harness at least.
Here we go.
It's still very hard to do.
I'm getting older now, and I don't feel invincible.
I'm dying.
To such an extreme, and live as long as I can, and continue to make the most of it.
I'm getting older, but I'm still cut like in my prime.
If you push yourself beyond the point at which you should be coming out, there is a real risk you could die.
Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this?
Not gonna lie, if I had the option, I'd do this.
I mean, look, if you're at the point in your career where you can get anything that you want, and it's like, hey, you want to just do a show where you get to show how fucking badass you are? I mean,
just like this is bucket list. The show.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
If this is going to challenge your body,
Life is too easy. Got to put myself at risk of dying. But yeah,
Right, yeah,
so he's just
so
going to do a
that's-
lot of stuff, and with the intent of
And then Will Smith is going to do the same thing.
yeah, Will Smith is just. I think Will Smith's going to be more like just traveling and seeing things. I mean, by the way, it's called Welcome to Earth.
Welcome to Earth.
Oh my
Welcome to
God! I
Earth.
just got it. God damn it! I hate that. I hate it.
They don't even own that.
I respect it. Do they not own that?
Yeah, they do.
They
You're gonna survive.
That's Fox.
is Independence Day Fox?
Yep.
Okay, I thought it was someone else. Well, this has nothing to do with that, so it doesn't matter.
There's a new breed of explorers taking me to the ends of the earth to discover hidden worlds
So just going to places with chaperones.
Yeah.
that sit beyond our senses.
How's that feeling?
Scary as hell. You know exactly how it's feeling.
Once you decode the mysteries,
Yeah.
At least they're giving
Darren
National
Aronofsky, what?
Geographic.
Again?
I was gonna say, like, at least they're giving National Geographic something.
Wait,
like
Darren
they're actually trying to make this stuff compelling.
Aronofsky was also in Limitless.
Does
I
it
guess
shock
he's
you
just-
that he'd be doing 2 travel shows?
Huh.
I guess he might be producing them.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, I guess so. Like, watch charming rich people do things that you can't do.
Yep, that's it. And that's
The show.
those are the shows.
Live vicariously through them. And then next is more documentary stuff about how America's beautiful.
I mean,
Just
it
to
is a
scroll
very
through this.
pretty country.
I love nature documentaries. I'll probably end up watching these.
Yeah, I mean, the shots look very pretty.
Look at all the pretty animals and
It's pretty disgusting animals. They probably all smell.
They all smell.
Oh, bear.
And then we had what's the next one? Sneakerella.
Oh, Sneakerella. I have heard a mixed response to this one.
Let's take a look.
I'm perplexed.
Adidas really just wanted a Disney movie.
I lost track of time.
This is the real world.
Sometimes you just gotta let your dreams go. I just scribble in my notebook. I'm a stock boy. That's it.
You are a legit designer.
Let me at him.
Dude, I love it.
Oh, I want to lick him.
What?
Kira.
Oh.
Hold up.
Kira King, aka Sneaker Royalty. Boom.
This screams Disney Channel original.
Oh, 100%. But now it's Disney Plus original.
I'll say, it doesn't seem like a terrible Disney Channel original.
Not a
Seems
terrible
like
Disney
one you would
Channel
remember
original,
fondly.
but it's definitely that though.
Yeah, the sneaker designer wants to, romance. It's kind of a loose adaptation of Cinderella.
Incredibly loose, yeah.
Yeah, it seems fine though. Like, it's too inoffensive to hate.
Yeah. The sneakers, I guess.
If it's not for you, that's because it's for children. So, whatever.
The sneakers do look, I guess, kind of cool.
It's for the Zoomers, Kaiser, or whoever's coming in after them.
Just scroll down, you'll see them.
Yeah, like that. It's neat, and it's a new kind of like artist to focus on. Someone who likes to design sneakers.
Yeah,
that's not done a lot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it seems fine to me.
Yeah.
Not gonna watch it, but it's not for me.
Okay, this.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the Proud Family.
This is my wife, Trudy. And what's your name again, young man?
You can call me.
Oh, the sound is way off, unfortunately.
I'm becoming a woman.
It's my job as your father.
But the show looks nice. Looks like it's the same show, honestly. Like,
yeah.
Just a little prettier.
Like you and Bobby, mama.
I actually never watched The Proud Family.
It was a little after your time, both of your times. It's even a little after my time, but I have younger siblings.
Oh, snap! It's Sugar Night, and she's swole.
For some reason, the Joker is there.
You my grandbaby. You can do no wrong.
That's her
But your
boyfriend.
daddy, that's another story.
We about to blow up.
But yeah, yeah. I mean, it looks like it's the same show. But it looks like they're like taking Penny, further in her journey to becoming an adult. So like,
yeah, it's another cute thing that I know wasn't really made with me in mind.
Yeah, and everything has golden hour lighting. But it looks nice.
It looks like it's made with that same animation style that they did with the Tangled series that they did some time ago.
Yeah, it's Disney handling puppet animation in Toon Boom, which means it looks really good.
Well, some saying the art looks cheap. It looks like the original show, just with a new coat of paint.
Yeah,
and I think that's fine. That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, like I'm not sure. Like, it wouldn't have looked much better if it were traditional. Like maybe some stuff would be a little less stiff, but it's Disney doing puppet animation, which means it's pretty good. Like you don't get much better.
Yeah, and it's
right.
and also the style does not exactly lend itself to like a ton of frames. It's a stylized animation choice, and I think it looks fine.
Yeah, it's angular. It's fun.
Oh my God!
Making more of this. I don't think we need to cover that.
I didn't even know there was a show.
Yeah, it's a like a meta like mockumentary show. Like, and it has a third season. That's all. That's really it.
Are they the same people?
No,
like the ones that would be.
It's
like,
just about
in their
completely
30s?
different kids. It's just the concept of a High School Musical.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
I don't know. Don't care.
Yeah, they're making more Spiderwick Chronicles, or they're remaking Spiderwick Chronicles. Because there was a movie adaptation of this with Nick Nolte.
Just didn't really.
It was completely forgettable. It was like 2009.
Okay.
Or mid 2000s.
I don't remember it at all.
let's see, Spiderwick Chronicles 2008.
Okay.
So I was 1 year off, but yeah, it was very forgettable.
That was the same year as Iron Man and The Dark Knight.
Yeah, it got buried, and it wasn't a particularly great movie. But like, it's about like, a bunch of magical creatures and stuff. You can make something great out of that. So they're making a new series. We'll see how that goes.
Having another try.
Oh, you know what? I do remember some stuff from this. I remember like this was like them trying to make another Harry Potter at the time, and it didn't go over very well.
It probably made a certain segment of the child population very frightened of Nick Nolte.
It's got an 81% on Rotten Tomatoes. Huh.
I don't know. I remember seeing it like in 2008. I was in high school, and I was like, this movie kind of like was nothing.
Yeah. And it would have been too late for them to try to cash in on the Harry Potter thing. Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe was their try at that.
And then they gave that up to Fox, and then Fox got bought by Disney again. So then they have Chronicles Narnia again.
The cycle is complete.
Yeah.
Now they own Mystical Lion Jesus.
Speaking of more fantasy stuff, we got Willow. They're making more Willow.
Willow?
Do you not know Willow?
It's a fantasy movie that was made before my time, but it was like it's something I remember from my childhood. Warwick Davis was actually the hero in it. So
yes. Yeah, it's Willow is about a little like a little
Hobbit,
person, like he's kind of like a hobbit, but not quite.
But they don't know that name.
I think I might have seen this when I was a kid, but I don't remember anything about it.
It was all right.
Yeah, it featured.
I don't remember a whole lot of it. I remember the villain like having kind of a cool design, but
yeah, and it had like some gross out effects, and like it was kind of grimy. Ron Howard directed it. And this video is kind of fun. Like it's honestly just Warwick Davis going in and like talking shit. I mean, I can play part of it, I guess.
Hello. Yes, it's me, world famous actor Warwick Davis. I'm thrilled to be coming to you from the set of the brand new sequel series to my most popular role, Willow. Yeah, we heard you die-hard Willow fans. The Willow Muggers, the Willing Me Softlies, the Low Boys. You get the idea. We're still workshopping fan-based names for that. Anyway, they've asked me to introduce you to the phenomenal cast, or supporting cast, that will be joining me on a brand new adventure. Well, let's go meet them. Okay, so we'll start with this handsome young fella, who is, all right, don't touch. Oh. Go on then. Tell him your name.
Dempsey.
No, your first name.
Dempsey is my first name. Brick is my last name.
Oh. So, Arma, what does it feel like to be carrying the torch for a whole new generation of fans who may not remember the movie?
There's a movie?
Yeah, Willow.
Who's in it?
Me. Directed by Ron Howard.
Ron Howard? Oh,
yeah. Ron Howard.
From Arrested Development.
Oh, that's good.
Is he narrating this?
He isn't. Now, Ellie Bamber, tell us about the first time.
I like that they're just leaning into it.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't born. Wait, so what are they going to do with your face for this?
What do you mean, my face?
Older now, are they going to like Irishman your face with computers?
No, Ellie, they're not going to Irishman my face. Some time has passed since the first movie, and a huge part of this story is how good Willow looks for his age. Keep up, Ellie. I'm professional. Look at this guy. So you may recognize him.
I'm Tony.
Yeah, he's done some, what have you done? Student films, Insta stories, TikToks and the like, yeah?
Yeah. I just want to say I'm also a huge fan. My dad and I actually watched Willow back in the day when I was a kid, and I grew up loving it, man. It was great. You know, my second favorite fantasy adventure.
Cool.
Behind Lord of the Rings.
You gotta stop there after Willow was great.
Oh.
I'm Ruby Cruz.
Ruby Cruz.
Hey, yeah.
Wow, Ruby Cruz. That's a hell of a stage name. You getting that, Dempsey?
Yeah.
Now I know you, don't I?
Yeah. I'm Erin. I was in Solo with you.
No, that's actually the one Star Wars movie I haven't seen. But it's great to have you back for this one.
You know this isn't Star Wars though, right?
So there you have it. The young or younger.
So yeah, it's a genuinely little
cute.
funny, cute video. And Warwick Davis is just walking around proving like, hey, I am an actual actor.
Yeah, no, that's
he's good at my job.
That's actually pretty good.
So yeah, I'll look forward to a Willow series. That Willow was not like super popular and it wasn't an amazing movie, but when I grew up, I watched that and Krull and other not amazing fantasy films all the time.
Krull. Yeah,
and I'd love just reboot shit that no one watched. Absolutely, go for it. Boba Fett documentary. I don't give a shit.
Same.
Thank you. I'm glad to hear the hardest core Star Wars fan I know say they don't give a shit about a fucking Boba Fett docu.
Yeah.
The dude was a jobber in Star Wars. He only looked cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got way more.
They have several posts. Okay, so
Obi-Wan Kenobi series, they don't have anything for that yet, so it's just like here's
just keep talking about
concept art.
Yeah.
Actually, no, they do have something. It's just not in the.
I mean, we can look.
All right. Okay. No, they really don't have any. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Do they?
I looked at it. It was nothing.
Oh, okay. So okay, it really is just nothing. Okay.
Like we can take a look. It's concept art.
Have another swing at each other. It might be quite satisfying for everybody.
Yeah, just like it's nothing.
Okay.
It might be satisfying though.
Might be satisfying. Owen Wilson and Larry the Cable Guy returned to be in a car. Fucking moving on.
I mean, appropriate.
Yeah, behind the scene documentaries for Pixar stuff, whatever.
So I'm actually kind of not looking forward to, but interested in Lightyear because it's such a weird concept for a movie for them to make, and the trailer was strange looking. Like, yeah.
It was something. I mean, we'll see how it goes. It could be a good movie. I remember liking Buzz Lightyear of Star Command as a kid. Like, and this could be good too.
Yeah, I guess it might be.
So
we're getting a Pixar animated series. Hold on. I know you want to get to this because it's me, but hold on.
Yeah.
Pixar's making an animated series. Now that I'm actually sort of interested in. It's called Win or Lose. So
yeah, we don't have much about it right now though. It's just this piece of concept art.
I'm interested. Again, I'm not one of those people who think that Pixar has fallen off entirely. So
it's baseball. There's a flying kid. So we'll see what happens.
All right.
Zootopia's getting a series, I guess.
Okay, so I was like, when they were not talking about a Zootopia 2 for the longest time, it became like, because I was actually expecting no matter what for them to make a show, because when we didn't get a Big Hero 6-2, we got that series, that TV series on Disney XD. I was fully expecting, okay, we're probably going to get a show where we get to focus on the many characters of Zootopia, and I thought it was going to be 2D. But since Disney Plus is now premium television at this point, it makes a whole lot of sense for, instead of them to do a mid to low budget TV series in 2D, that we're going to get something closer to like the Baymax series, or like it's a series of shorts. It looks like we're probably
going to get a 4K series, like short little vignettes. And it's called Zootopia Plus. Okay, whatever.
Well, that's cute. I'm okay with that. It's got a little bit.
But it has gay furries, so
it does. In fact, we know
that looks extremely gay.
Clawhauser is canonically gay. I'm very curious because so open that image up. Okay, the first one. It's probably something to do with the farming. The second one, it's the rehearsal for the wedding and everything that goes into that. The third one, he gets rich, but either he has a fantasy about getting rich or a dream about it, or he actually does get rich, but he doesn't know what to do with the money. And something
Next
happens.
one is like a Feifel Goes West kind of thing.
Yeah, the fourth one is absolutely Feifel Goes West. Like,
I bet you this is like
probably just regular Feifel, because Feifel Goes West was the
it looks like an almost like it's like an Italian immigrant story almost, like a Russian immigrant, like
which is Feifel.
It's basically it's probably going to be how the mobster family, the mobster's family got there and how it developed. The fifth one is probably them going to a concert, and all the problems with that. And the last one is that otter's a waitress, and she is just miserable as these two sloths try to choose what they want on the menu.
Yeah,
that one seems to write itself.
Yep.
Man, like each one's like 5 to 10 minutes, right?
Yeah,
so.
And I'm going to watch it if you could not tell.
You seem really into it. Next is there's going to be a long form musical series about Tiana.
Oh, okay.
I'm interested in.
She was incredibly underserved, so
yeah, she's the newly crowned princess of Maldonia in a new adventure, but her New Orleans past isn't far behind. So it's going to be a series just continuing Tiana's story, and I think that sounds fun.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's going to be 2D, like it's probably going to be puppets, but it looks like it's going to be in the 2D style of the movie essentially. Puppets.
I'm very curious to see it because I was one of those people who kind of like. I was way more interested in the overall plot and the whole like after she turned into a frog thing. I kind of was like, okay, I get it. We need to make a kids film, but
that was the plot.
I know, and I was more interested in her like trying to get her business running, but then it's like, no, we're gonna go on an adventure through the bayou, and I actually was like, okay.
Yeah, well, and like I don't know, like it seems really wrong-headed to like have this story of like a black woman in like 1920 like 20 something and like being like, you shouldn't work so hard, you should learn to relax and enjoy life. It's like she's working hard because like she has to.
Yeah,
nobody wants actual American history. That's horrifying, and it makes certain audiences feel bad.
So we'll have John Goodman as the nice rich white guy in New Orleans.
Perfect. He loves them beignets.
I mean, beignets are pretty good. Have you had one? They're great.
You can't hate John Goodman.
He's never played a bad guy.
Again, like looks like Disney Channel movie thing. I figure we can skip to the stuff that we care about with how many things are in here right now.
I don't know what Intertwined is, so
yeah,
it's just another original thing.
Oh, and it's heavily 80s inspired. Look at that.
Yeah. This is a big one.
Okay,
yeah.
I am so fucking psyched. Oh my god, if they fuck this up,
that's the correct way to announce that. By the way. Somebody earned their paycheck that day.
Man,
and
okay.
I see this as them being like, okay, so we have X-Men now.
We're not getting Cal Dodd back, and I know that.
Yeah, but like, you know, they're just like, hey, we have X-Men now. We can't make an MCU movie for a while because that's not in the plans. It's going to take a while to get that off the ground to do that right. So we're going to do this instead because like it'll be something.
Hold on. Stiller Coyote's saying they got a lot of the original cast back. Did we get Cal Dodd? Because I don't know if Cal Dodd still like is acting nowadays, and that gruff voice must have. I can only imagine it's probably hard for him to even do that voice anymore without it sounding a little too gruff and old. But if they got Cal Dodd back, I am going to fucking cream my jeans because he's my favorite Wolverine. He's
on the precipice already. We just talked about Zootopia.
As far as I'm aware, the only character they're straight up replacing the actor for is Jubilee because they're getting an actual Asian actor to play Jubilee. Well, but the actress is still staying on the production.
I'm gonna say something controversial. I don't like Steve Blum as Wolverine. I never loved him in that role. I always kind of just felt like it was too.
I feel like his voice fits just fine for the role personally.
I was actually a big fan of Scott McNeil though. Scott
McNeil's Wolverine's great.
Yeah, that's my favorite Wolverines are in fact Scott McNeil and Cal Dodd.
I have no opinion on animated Wolverines.
We'll see how this goes. I'm really hoping that it's going to be well animated, unlike the original show.
Gotta ape that crisp style.
But now that we're in the Marvel section, we got Moon Knight. Which...
There's an announcement for Moon Knight, which I swear to God, I thought that was what Kit Harington's character was.
Yeah, a lot of people did.
We have a teaser trailer. It's not in that thing. We have a teaser trailer though.
Yeah, we do have this. Yeah, this does exist. This is
is this frame just fine for the audience?
Hold on. Why is it so voted down?
I don't.
It's not Kit Harington.
Is that the right?
Yeah, and that might not be the actual trailer. This might be the actual trailer.
Okay.
Well, no. Okay, it might be an issue.
Wait, they're doing it as a show?
Yeah, it's a show instead of maybe it's that one. Yeah, let's click that one. Okay,
that looks about right. Yeah.
All right.
Cool. Yeah, let's take a look at this real quick. It's very short.
I can't tell the difference between my waking life and dreams.
The voice. in your head. It devours you.
Okay.
So,
All right.
One of the things that's coming.
Moon Knight.
All right.
She-Hulk also has a teaser trailer. So
I'm more excited for She-Hulk.
I mean, I know more about She-Hulk, so I am too. And
that's a good look.
That's actually not her. So that's a fake.
Yeah, of course.
I'm Jennifer Walters. I'm
Doesn't really
a
say
normal
music.
lawyer. Well, not that normal.
These transformations are triggered by anger and fear.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
They did the line.
And yeah, they changed the logo to be a Boston Legal
Which
send up.
I get why they're doing it, even if it is way more boring than the other logo.
Yeah, I like the old logo.
It's just, but there are not people who've talked about the fact that it looks like what it's sending up. I get it, and that works like that. But we also got a Miss Marvel teaser.
Yeah, we got everything.
Oh my god!
I've been hearing about Miss Marvel for a hot minute.
Let's talk about you.
It's not really the brown girls from Jersey City who save the world.
Maybe now they do.
I got this, right?
Totally.
I like the dorky costume she's wearing.
I like how every single teaser has the exact same.
Yeah, oh my god!
Yeah,
I
that-
just realized that, and it bothers the hell out of me. Oh shit! We lost your video.
Yeah, I don't know why it just did that. 1 second.
That just fucked up our videos so bad. Oh my god.
1 second.
We're
I'll fix
ruined!
it. I will fix it.
There we go, and we're back.
Yeah.
We're
I don't know why I did
back
that.
at it.
Back at it again.
I was trying to click on the tab there. So yeah, like we got those three things announced, and with teasers, like they all look like they might be good to me.
Yeah,
I have no real.
Yeah, no, they look good.
It looks like they're announcing more what ifs.
Yeah, season
maybe
two.
more
Season
what
two
if,
was confirmed already. So,
which, if I'm honest, I didn't watch season 1. I wasn't terribly interested.
I would actually recommend it. There's some good stuff. I will say, like, we could have done without Marvel Zombies or the what was it? The one with Thor. The one with Thor. Like the
We
Thor
can
one.
always do without Marvel Zombies.
I thought the Thor one was all right. Marvel Zombies was the worst one to me.
The Thor one is actually like so boring to me. Like it's insanely boring.
Yeah. I have no comments on the other ones, but I know Marvel Zombies is never good and never has been good. But they keep
You, sir, have not
focusing
read
on
Marvel Zombies versus the Evil Dead. So,
is that actually good, or did you like it?
I enjoyed it.
I think
there's a difference.
The problem was the Marvel Zombies storyline is intriguing and interesting, if not good. But it does not serve itself well to a 20-minute short. And
And also the concept's inherently kind of mean-spirited. It's like all of your favorite characters are fucking dead.
The biggest problem with the Marvel Zombies episode, we had a big, long talk about this before, but it's just the fact that it's so tonally inconsistent. Somebody dies a horrific death one moment, and they're cracking jokes about it 3 seconds later.
And it wouldn't have been a big deal if they like kept the comedic tone throughout, but they constantly tried to actually play up some of the drama. And like, no.
So they were scared of even like making it actually dark or just a B movie.
Yeah,
they needed to pick a damn lane.
They needed to, and they didn't.
And the lane was probably B movie. That probably would have made it the best version of itself. But
yeah. Either way, we can move on from that.
Yeah, they're gonna have an Echo series.
What's Echo?
I don't know this character very well myself. It's kind of a Daredevil like Daredevil related character.
Okay.
But I don't know this character very well myself.
All right.
This character I know. They're making Spider-Man freshman year.
I don't know how I feel about this.
I'm interested in it very much because it's just what's Tom Holland's Spider-Man's
an animated series? Okay.
It's an anime series like animating Tom Holland's first version of Spider-Man's first year being Spider-Man that we didn't see.
The reason I'm a little bit more hesitant about this is that, so one of the criticisms I've had of the Tom Holland Spider-Man universe is that we did not get enough time for him to just be Spider-Man without all the Marvel bullshit. And now that we're getting that, we're also getting it without his actual outfit, because he canonically does not get his actual Spider-Man outfit until wait, does he actually get
he's wearing the Bagman Spider-Man outfit that you see in Civil War.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Yeah.
It's the homemade suit.
Yeah, he gets, so I don't know.
But like, and I'll point out, I don't know if this guy follows us. I know I'm mutuals with him, but Jeff Trammell, creator of Craig of the Creek, is going to be show running this show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, that actually has me a little more interested then. I'm really hoping that it looks better. The last Spider-Man animated series we had, I did not like at all.
There's a picture. They're picking an interesting aesthetic for
it. Really?
If
there's an image, I'd love to see what it's gonna look like.
Yeah, there is an image. That like, yeah, they sort of like tear it open a bit, and like you see this picture. They're like picking the old like Ditko like art style animated.
I don't know if that's going to be the whole series.
I think that's just concept art at the moment, but like that's the idea, is like to do the comic book art style but animated.
Well, we'll have to see.
I'm down for that.
Which they definitely like keep calling back to Ditko a lot, like with this outfit, for instance. So we'll see. Oh my God, no! Get out of the way, Zoom. Okay, it was gonna turn off the screen share again.
Zoom, no.
Oh yeah, and then there's the Groot show, which I don't care.
Mascot the show.
Don't care.
Ironheart might be good. Character is going to get introduced in Armor Wars, I believe. So
what's Armor Wars?
This character is going to get introduced in the next Black Panther movie.
Oh, really?
Riri Williams is, I believe, going to be in Black. So Riri Williams is a young Black character, I believe, American, who makes her own Iron Man suit in the comics.
Oh yeah. That's the second Iron Man, so to speak.
Yeah, and I believe she's going to be
in a lot of hullabaloo about that when it first was announced.
Yeah, so I believe she's going to be in the Black Panther 2. She might be part of that like little outreach that Wakanda does at the end of the first movie.
Speaking of, real quick, regarding, since we're already on Marvel stuff, Winston Duke as the new Black Panther is a really interesting choice, and I'm very curious to see how they go about that.
I have not seen any announcements of that.
Yeah, that was 8 days ago. Winston Duke is apparently the new Black Panther.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I mean, he fought for the title in the first movie, so
yeah.
They flat out said that they're not bringing back T'Challa at all. Like there's no one's going to take up that mantle. It's just going to be Winston Duke is now going to be the Black Panther.
Yeah, and that's a lot of people are very conflicted about that, myself included. It's definitely from a storytelling perspective going to be really awkward to just say
T'Challa's not
passed away
anymore.
Off screen.
Yeah,
it's gonna be weird. It's also just really incredibly sad situation.
Yeah, really hard to cover something like that without it coming across as like ghoulish or disrespectful in some way.
It's just sad. It's sad from every single angle. So moving on, Agatha, House of Harkness is a thing. That's all we know.
I don't care. It might be good.
I'll care when we see something and we see what it's gonna be. But we don't know anything.
It could be good, but right now I'm like, okay, I liked her enough in the show, so we'll see.
Yeah. I just hope it's not like a WandaVision 2 situation. I hope it's like a different kind of show.
Yeah, like it's got its own thing going.
Speaking of Marvel Zombies.
Why?
Just Marvel Zombies.
Why?
I don't know. No one knows.
So this completely fucked up my what I said about
my life.
Well, completely fucked up what I said about Marvel Zombies when we went over it in our review, our half season review of What If. I said that they were never going to do Marvel Zombies as a full product, so that the best way they could do it was in What If. Now I find out that they're doing an animated series for some reason, which
just makes the What If episode worse to me.
Oh yeah, no, it makes it way worse. It's like they wanted to just now it just seems like, oh, but what if we did it with the MCU version of these characters? Because I'm almost certain that this is going to just be a reinterpretation of all, like, basically it might just be a flat out adaptation of the comics,
which are bad. So I don't know why they would do that.
I don't know how they do. Like, there are so many characters. Yeah, I don't know.
I've heard conflicting reports about whether or not the Marvel Zombies comic series
This is one of the biggest I don't know what to think about this things on this list. So we'll just.
I don't have any particular interest in it, mostly because when it comes to Marvel Zombies, I don't have any personal interest in it. So.
Yeah. Something I'm personally more interested in is Secret Invasion, which this also came with a picture.
That feels like
Nick
it should
Fury.
be like. It feels like it should be part of like the film thing. Like I felt like that would be whatever the next phase we're on is, but I guess they're doing some like cosmic. Maybe we're beyond phases at this point, and we're just getting stuff.
There we go. Yeah, there's a new photo of Nick Fury.
Okay.
Taking on a more villainous aspect, which I think is justifying my theory about Secret Invasion.
That he's going to
that Nick Fury is behind it, and that he is actually the instigator of the Secret Invasion in the MCU version. But I think this is their idea of like an Avengers movie now. Is like, well, what if it's a giant original series and you get a lot of time to explore it?
That'll be interesting. I actually kind of like the idea of Nick Fury going down a villain route. Like,
he's always been very villainous.
He's always been very duplicitous in terms of like how he operates behind the scenes, but he's always seemed to do it for the right reasons.
Well, quote unquote right reasons, but yeah, I believe like they're going to do a thing where like Nick Fury. This is what I've been thinking for like a couple of years now after Far From Home, which is that like Nick Fury, like was said in Far From Home, he doesn't have the information he used to have. He's been gone for 5 years. He knows no jack shit. He's clearly involved in Sword, and I believe he just uses the scrolls, which we've established are his friends, to put agents all over the globe and gather information and have people in every aspect of society, and that's going to go wrong somehow, or Nick Fury's just the villain of the story.
Wait, is he involved in Sword?
We saw him at the end of Far From Home, in space in Sword.
Well, yeah, okay, yeah, and there's also that scene. Yeah, okay, I guess.
And the scrolls replaced him and Maria, which we didn't see Maria Hill, which I think Maria Hill is captured entirely and being kept somewhere else because she disagreed with this policy. That's my theorizing.
This is all really complicated. And now I would like to point out we are now effectively at the point where this story is getting. We are now at the point where the story is as complicated in the comics as it is in the in the movies now. Like, sorry, the other way around.
I think you underestimate how complicated the comics get.
Yeah, you really do.
I mean, okay,
this is nothing.
Okay, but we're still at that point where.
It's very event comicsy right now, and I definitely don't love that. I wish more of these things were self-contained.
I love the Avengers films, but the reason I was really glad, like, I felt like Endgame was such a series finale because I was like, okay, if you get much more complicated than what we got, it's going to be really difficult to follow the story without watching not only the movies, which was already an ask, but also the TV shows. God damn.
Yeah, and if I'm honest, I do believe that Marvel lately is way too cameo heavy, way too crossovery. I wish more things were self-contained.
I mean, look at
I like that Shang-Chi was mostly self-contained.
Mm-hmm. Like it's fine to have it's fine to have characters exist in the universe. That makes sense.
Yeah, but I like them just meeting up sometimes, not all the time. I get that it makes sense for them to be interacting all the time, but I liked the separation personally.
Right.
I didn't care that it didn't make a whole lot of sense. It's good to give these characters time to breathe away from each other.
I will say that Secret Invasion logo looks awful. That's really bad looking.
It's not amazing. I'm sure they'll have a different one by the time the show's actually happening.
Yeah, almost certainly.
But yeah, that's all this whole list.
Oh my God.
That was so long.
All right, that is a lot of stuff.
And all that is almost like it's kind of just like to
And a lot of these things don't come with any form of release date either. So it's like we don't know in what order these things are coming to like really introduce each other. So, or maybe we do, and it's just something that got released after the fact. But
although I guess there is. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
And this wasn't even including stuff like the Book of Boba Fett, which got a trailer. Which I assume you actually saw that, Nick.
I've seen the trailer for it.
That show looks fine. It looks like it could be cool.
It's okay. Yeah,
I'm interested.
I'll probably end up watching it if the reviews are like. Honestly, I don't usually like to watch things based on reviews, but I'm more interested in Mandalorian.
There are way too many things out there to take your attention that you need somebody to say, "Oh yeah, this was all right." I mean, in order for you to like really give it the chance.
That's actually the only reason I ever like. Sometimes I'll watch something on a critic recommendation if they're a critic that I've like in the past. Their recommendations have hit for me. In that case, I'll be like, if I'm waffling on whether or not I want to watch something and they're like, no, you should totally watch it, I'll give it a chance. Right. And I think that's fine. I think a lot of people like demonize critics and stuff like that, but I do think they can help you when you're like, you've got a million things going on. They can help you really select something where, okay, yeah, I'm really glad I did watch that. I'm glad I took that recommendation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man,
but like
it's
a lot of stuff. It's just a lot of stuff always happening all the time, and I do think Marvel in particular needs to slow down a bit because people are already feeling a little oversaturated with Marvel stuff, and now they're pumping out even more.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When we had that like break, I think
kind of nice.
Yeah, I
like having time to get excited.
The fact that we didn't really have big like Marvel movie events throughout 2020 I think actually helped a little bit, oddly enough, in terms of like the sheer franchise fatigue, but now it's coming back with fucking vengeance.
Because like I don't know, I think it could even be that they do make all this stuff, but like maybe don't announce all of it all the time. Maybe let stuff be like kind of a surprise for most of the audience instead of dumping out your entire release schedule on Twitter.
Coming in 2023. That is 2 years.
Like, can you imagine?
I'm still looking. I can't believe 2021's almost up. Give me a fucking break.
Yeah. Well, and can you imagine if like the Hawkeye show was just a surprise? No one knew it was happening. It's like, hey, you're about to get a Hawkeye show. Oh, okay, cool. I guess that's happening.
What if that had been announced at the end? Like, what if they had announced that after Black Widow came out, since it ties directly into Hawk?
Yeah, I legitimately think it might be a better release strategy to like not say these things and then 2 weeks or a month before a show comes out, say, hey, this is coming. Oh, fuck. Okay.
I just love the fact that we have 4 films based on Marvel properties coming out in 4 months, because we had Venom and Carnage in October. We had Eternals in November. We have Spider-Man in December and Morbius in January. And we also have the Hawkeye show dropping this month.
Hawkeye show. And then in March, Doctor Strange. Like, it's going to be nonstop. And it's going to be exhausting, honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly, of all of them, Doctor Strange is the one I'm looking most forward to.
I mean,
because of Raimi.
Sam Raimi, hell yeah.
Yeah, of course. That being said, I held myself off from watching the new Spider-Man trailer, which dropped last night. I see you have the tab open for it. So
yep, I have it ready to go.
Hold on. The one thing I'm a little bit worried that this is going to give us fucking like, I don't know how
we can trim this out if that's necessary. But hey, Kaiser, or are you just nervous that TFS is doing a reaction video?
This is streaming. I don't give a shit about that. As long as
but it will be on YouTube.
Yeah, we can clip this out for the actual YouTube version.
Right.
So let's just hit play. We'll get Nick's live reaction. Me and Scott have already seen it, and then we'll discuss.
I'll get my reaction face ready.
Let's fucking go.
Ever since I got bit by that spider, I've only had 1 week where my life has felt normal. That was when you found out.
When you botched that spell where you wanted everyone to forget that Peter Parker's Spider-Man, we started getting some visitors. From every universe.
Hello, Peter. You're not Peter Parker.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Dr. Otto Octavius.
Wait, no, seriously, what's your actual name?
There are others out there. We need to send them back. So, Scooby-Doo this crap.
You know, all this is kind of your mess. I know a couple of magic words myself, starting with the word please.
Please, Scooby-Doo this crap.
You're flying out into the darkness to fight ghosts.
What do you mean?
They all die fighting Spider-Man. It's their fate. I'm sorry, kid.
Yeah, me too.
Don't.
Look, there has to be another way!
There isn't. They're a danger to our universe.
You're not gonna take this away from me.
Peter, you're struggling to have everything you want while the world tries to make you choose.
This is all my fault. I can't save everyone. What's happening?
They're starting to come through, and I can't stop them.
December 17th, exclusive.
Okay.
Oh, wait, sorry. I need to let this play.
In movie theaters. Tickets on sale November 29th. Spider Monday.
Spider Monday.
Just got to get Spider Monday in there. But yeah.
Okay, so they're bringing back Electro and redoing his awful design.
Yeah, and like when his electric powers pop up, he even gets a little mask.
Yeah. Sandman is back and evil again.
Yeah, no confirmation of Thomas Hayden Church being in the movie though. Like no visual confirmation of him being there. So is he just going to be made of sand the whole time? Maybe he's in the movie. I don't know.
I'm equally as hype as I was before seeing this new trailer.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I like that we're getting Electro, but not blue.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. I wasn't hyped about this movie then, and I am not hyped about this movie now.
Well, you don't have to see it with me.
Oh, I will. I'm definitely going to see it because I'm a Spider-Man
on Spider Monday.
On Spider Monday.
Spider Monday. Actually, I don't think I can see it on Monday.
By the way, this is unfinished as fuck.
Like, I mean, it's a trailer.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit in there that looks really, really unfinished. Like,
look, I'm
actually, play it from there real quick.
I'm just happy we got Willem Dafoe. All right,
having Willem Dafoe in the movie that does look good.
Yeah, CG Tom Holland there doesn't look amazing, but you know, it's a trailer.
I'm surprised we didn't see any of the other Spider-Man in the trailer.
I was actually surprised about that too. I was actually expecting them at this point since it's been so fucking spoiled.
I think that some of those scenes contain the other Spider-Man, but they were edited out for the trailer.
In the Brazilian version, there is an obvious shot where they were edited out. It's super obvious.
Yeah, particularly.
I think the action scene, like there was some kind of muddy graphics, like when he was going up against this.
You were close to it
when he was going up against the Sandman.
Yeah. That big.
I'm trying to find like the 3 shot.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, in that shot, there's an extended version of that shot in the Brazilian version that shows him like
the lizard gets smacked in the face by something invisible.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, so there's a spider guy there, spider guy down there.
Yeah, the framing on that shot, I feel like there's more Spider-Man to be in that shot.
Well, yeah, and otherwise, what's the lizard jumping at?
Which, by the way, smart to edit out the other Spider-Man because then you have more reveals leading up to Spider Monday.
Yeah, well, I figured they're saving it for the movie, and then they'll do another burst of marketing after the movie comes out, and there's word of mouth. Where it's like, hey, go see other Spider people.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm actually okay when trailers do misleading shit like that because one of my biggest pet peeves is when you get a trailer just tells you everything.
Oh yeah, no,
it's notorious with children's movies like Sing. Sing gives you the plot every fucking time they have a new movie out and a new trailer.
I mean, and like even like Sony luckily hasn't done it here. They're barely showing us any of the movie. It seems like we're getting like a couple beats, but
you get the concept. You get like I'm pretty sure this is part of the climax, but
yeah. But like most of the movie is still not on screen, especially if it's a nearly 3-hour movie.
Plus, if you don't know what's going to happen in a Marvel movie by now, like anything that you consider spoilers in here are just tropes at this point.
Mm-hmm. But like, but yeah, like even Sony recently, like Ghostbusters Afterlife, the trailer, the most recent trailer, I've seen the movie now.
Mm-hmm. I've avoided almost all trailers for that movie except for like the first one.
Yeah, good for you, because like if you actually want to watch the movie, you should.
Which I don't even necessarily know if I want to, but I probably will just because I'm a bored 30-something.
Oh, that comes out this Friday. The reviews are middling.
Yeah, technically
that
comes out
does
tomorrow.
not shock me.
Oh, speaking of middling reviews, the Cowboy Bebop live action series comes out on Friday.
Is it also getting middling reviews, or are you just assuming?
Yeah, no, it's people like it has gotten some really bad feedback already.
Wheel of Time also comes out on Friday, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, lots of stuff popping up here. I mean, it is the season for it. Witcher coming out within the next month as well. So yeah,
I'll watch more Witcher.
Lots of things coming up, lots of things to talk about in the near future. But how about all you guys sitting in front of your keyboards or on your phones? What do you think? What are you looking forward to? How much more Marvel can you handle? Because Disney will continue to shovel it at you. I personally don't mind. I like being distracted from life. So let us know which of these distractions you're looking most forward to. And thank you so much for joining us for the Talkcast Podshow.
Let everybody.